I have a question for you all. Our very first question is, how many of you believe that Mahatma Gandhi is the leader? Just raise your hand and say yes. I want to hear yes. Okay, how many of you believe that Dr. Abdul Kalam is the leader? Say yes. Very good. Is this spring? I want to hear a little more. Number 3, how many of you believe that Ratan Tata is a leader? Yes or no? And how many of you believe that Dhoni is a leader? Yes or no? Fantastic. My question is very simple. I got only 75 minutes, and this is the 75 minutes I'm going to discuss with you. I'm going to teach only one thing, exactly one thing, and that is a word that I'm going to define you. After this session, after 75 minutes, you'll be able to define that very clearly, very clearly. Now, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter whether you're an educationalist. It doesn't matter whether you're a student, whether you're a doctor, professor, whatever you are, this is going to apply to you. Now, how many educationalists are here? Raise your hands, please. How many educationalists? Very good. That applies to you. How many entrepreneurs here, business people here? Come on, raise your hands. I want to see how many business people. That applies to you. How many professionals like doctors and lawyers, etc.? It applies to you. And how many students are here? Come on, raise your hand, please. It applies to you guys. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how young you are, how old you are. It's going to apply you. That is what you're going to learn for the next 75 minutes. You are free to take notes. You are free to click pictures. You're absolutely free to take videos. No problem at all. Are you ready? Louder. No. Louder. Fantastic. I'm going to talk about 6 people. There are 6 types of people. Take your notes. The very first person is a dreamer. A dreamer is someone who just dreams. The second person is someone who starts. How many starters are here? How many dreamers are here? Raise your hand. How many dreamers? Who dream? Come on, very good. How many starters are here? Now the third party, the third one is performance. How many performers here? Shout, shout. I want to hear your shout. Number 4, how many finishers are here? And how many achievers are here? And the very last one is how many leaders are here? Now the whole training, the whole session that we're going to have here is all about leaders, nothing else. This session is completely not about dreamers, not about starters, not about performers, not about finishers, not about achievers, but we're going to speak about only leaders. Are you okay with that? Yes or no? Louder. Very good. Excellent. Let's see. Now, who is a leader? A leader is inactive. A leader is active. A leader is reactive. Which is the correct answer? Louder. Louder. One more time. Louder. When I was walking through your doorway, I saw something written there. It says, you must be proactive. Leaders are not active, leaders are not reactive, and leaders are not active. They are proactive. Now that is the very first rule. Have you read this book? How many of you have read this book, 7 Habits? Come on, raise your hands. How many of you have read this book? Excellent. If you don't have a copy, how many of you want a free copy? Come on, how many of you want a free copy? I'm going to give you a free copy today. How many of you want that? Say thank you. Say thank you. Say thank you. Very good. I'm going to give you that. Now, my question is, who is a leader? Now, you might be having your own definition for leader, but I'm going to give you a very, very simple definition given by my teacher. This is John Maxwell. John Maxwell is considered to be the #1 guru of leadership in the world, and I'm his direct student. So what is the definition given by John Maxwell? Very simple. A leader is somebody who knows the way, is somebody who goes the way, and somebody who shows the way. That is a leader. Now, if you know the way, and if you go the way, and if you don't show the way, then you are not a leader. You will be there all by yourself. Do you agree? The thing is that you need to have your team with you. How many leaders here? Raise your hands, please. How many leaders here? Come on, raise your hands. Very good. Now, if you think that you're leading, and if there is nobody behind you, understand that you are just taking a walk. You must always have followers behind you. Now, the question is, are leaders born? Yes or no? Yes or no? The leaders are born. Of course, they are born. What about leaders? Are they made? Yes or no? Yes or no? The leaders are made. So now we've got 2 contradictions. We have got leaders who are born and leaders who are made. Now let's understand that. Every person here, every person, you and I, we have something in unique. We have got a different uniqueness in ourselves. Let's see. It is your duty as a parent, it is your duty as a teacher, your duty as a coach to identify the skill and the talent in your child. Don't you do that? Yes or no? You see the skill, am I right? How many teachers here? How many teachers? Do you understand the skill of the talent of your students? Don't you ask them questions? Yes or no? You need to do that. Now, this is already inbuilt. 30% of talent is already there in you. For example, there are some people who are very good in language. How many of you know 4 languages here? Raise your hand. There you go. Come on, give a big clap. Big hand to them. They know 4 languages. Why? Because that's a talent. Am I right? There are some people who are very good in singing. How many singers here? Come on, raise your hand. That's a talent. Come on, big hand to them. There are some people who are very good at mathematics. How many are there? Come on, big hand to them. How many are there? Good sports people. Come on. Hyper. That's a talent. And then there is the category of people who think differently. Who think differently, who act differently. That is called leadership in birth. It's already there. 30% is already there. Now my question is, look here, this is called a born leader, and that's called an artificial leader. The born leader already has 30%, whereas an artificial leader is 0% talent. Now, for a born leader, he has to build up only 70%, whereas when it comes to an artificial leader, how many percentage? Louder. 100%. So, can a born leader become a leader? The answer is yes. Can an artificial leader become a leader? The answer is yes. It's absolutely possible. My question here, to be an excellent leader, you must be an excellent speaker. Yes or no? Louder, yes or no? Louder, yes or no? You don't have to. You don't have to become a speaker. Now, to be a leader, you have to be an extrovert. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Absolutely no. Thank you very much. Now, this question is for the students, okay? You ready? Come on, raise your hands. Give me the name of a prime minister who is an introvert. Shout, shout. There are many leaders, many prime ministers who are introvert. Now, let me tell you one thing. Introvert. Did you ever know that he's an introvert? Let's take this one. A.R. Rahman is an introvert. Let's take him. Bill Gates, he is an introvert. Let's take him. Obama is an introvert. Let me take him. Abraham Lincoln is an introvert. I am an introvert. You can be an introvert, but you can be a champion. You can stand in front of the stage and you can speak the way that you want to speak. The thing is that you have to have the passion in what you're doing. How many of you have passion? Come on, raise your hand and say yes. Fantastic. Now, you know the best part? You want to know the best part? Yes or no? You want to know the best part? Majority, let me finish this. Majority of the Indian presidents are introvert. You take anybody, he's an introvert. Yes or no? Do you agree? You take any Indian president, he's an introvert. So there is nothing to be an extrovert or introvert, okay? Now, what is the criteria to become a leader? That's the question. What's the criteria to become a leader? Is that something to do with your gender? Yes or no? No. Shout, I need the answer. Yes or no? What about the age? Is there any criteria as age? The answer is no. What about your language? Yes or no? No. What about your experience? Absolutely no. Experience does not make you an expert. Let me repeat it once again. Experience does not make you an expert at all. Nothing has to do. Leadership has nothing to do with the experience that you have. Does it have to do something with the wealth? Absolutely no. Does it have to do with something with the title and the power and the status? Absolutely no. What about the education? Yes or no? No. Nothing is connected with leadership. Leadership is completely different. It's completely different. If you look here, majority of the successful people, let's look at an example here, 500, round of Fortune 500, 50% of the CEOs are backbenchers. I belong in your team. Come on. Hey, boop. Hey, beep. Hey, beep. Let's go with that. Look here, 65% of unit centers, backbenchers. 75% of US presidents, backbenchers. If you want to be a millionaire, don't follow your teacher. Don't follow your teacher. I know your teacher has paid me. I got the money, so I don't have to bother him anymore. But I'm on your side. You students, I'm on your side. If you want to be a successful multi-millionaire, if you want to be the president of a country, if you want to be the top leader, then you should not be following the old school system. Yes or no? Absolutely, throw it off. Throw it off. Look here. School dropout. Look here. School dropout. Do you know who is that? Anybody who knows who is that? Come on, give me the name. If I give you his surname, you will know. His surname is Dell. The Dell computer, Michael Dell. He's a school dropout. Let's take this one. He's a dropout. What about him? School dropout. What about him? He's the founder of Oracle system, a system which is used in the corporate world around the world. The Oracle system. He is the school dropout. What about him? The founder of Virgin Atlantic. So Richard Branson, he is the school dropout. When you see him, he is the founder of the Polo t-shirt, the brand. He is the fashion designer. He is the school dropout. If you look at him, anybody who knows him, then what is your school teaching you, my dear friends, if you don't know him? That's my question. He's a school dropout, but you need to know that his name is Ted, T-E-D, and he is the founder of CNN channel. And you don't know? If he can run a channel, an international channel like BBC and CNN, then you need to know that it is not education that you get from the school. You have to break the walls of the school and learn from outside the school. That is what is going to help you. Let's take another example. Spielberg is a school dropout. Let's take him. He's a school dropout. And let's take him. He's the founder of McDonald's, an international brand, a school dropout. And let him take him. He's also a school dropout. Now the question is, what makes them great leader? There's only one thing that makes them a great leader, and that is called leadership. There is only one way. There's only one way you can measure your leadership. Only one way. Do you know what is the way to measure? How to measure leadership? Come on, tell me, help me. How do you know that you're a leader? I saw many of you raising your hands, but tell me, how do you know that you're a leader? What is the proof that you're a leader? There's only one proof. If you have the one quality, that is called the quality of influence. If you can influence people, only then you are a leader. It doesn't matter whether you got wealth, it doesn't matter your education, your qualification, your education, or your height or weight. Nothing doesn't matter. Only one thing. Just one thing. And that's called influencing people.